Chris with 605 Brew Reviews, back with yet another beer review, and today we're looking at another huge beer from Avery Brewing Company in Boulder, Colorado. This is their Uncle Jacob's Stout. So this beer is part of their annual barrel series, and this particular one is from batch number 5. It says it was bottled in February of 2016. Clocks in at 17.1 ABV and 64 IBUs. So again, absolutely massive beer. Date of this review is January 8th. So we're basically right at the 2-year mark on this. I've had other batches of this beer before, guys. I'm kind of excited to try it aged because every time I've had it fresh, I really liked the flavors, but I thought it was a pretty hot, boozy beer. So one last note on this one, guys. Just read off the side of the bottle here. It says Jacob Spears, our 6th great-granduncle, is credited as the first distiller to label his whiskey as bourbon. He built his distillery in Bourbon County, Kentucky in 1790, 203 years before we began brewing. While obviously it's a bit too late to produce Uncle Jacob's Wash, we instead created something far more complex. In his honor, we present this robust, silky smooth, full-bodied, and altogether extremely American rendition of an Imperial Stout aged for 6 months in the very finest bourbon barrels. This explains a lot about our penchant for big brews. It's in our blood. So, kind of a cool description there. I didn't know Avery had that kind of history, but without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get this into a glass, let you know what it looks like, smells like, tastes like, give you the final verdict on the Avery Brewing Company Uncle Jacob's Stout. Here we go. Alright guys, I'm using the perennial snifter for this one. Let's go ahead and get the appearance on the Avery Uncle Jacob's. Alright. As you guys can see, absolutely black, almost oil-like quality. Pretty aggressive pour, gives us about a finger of kind of an off-white mocha colored head there. Nice. Little rocky at the top, but nice packed bubbles kind of down on the surface and sticking to the rim of the glass. As you'd expect, we do get some kind of alcohol legs, the glass lacing there with the high ABV. You can already smell kind of those rich roasted malts, guys. Let's go ahead and get an aroma on the Avery Uncle Jacob's. Man, even 2 years in with this beer, big bourbon, a very intense kind of charred oak, a little bit of like a burnt turbinado sugar type of aroma, big bittersweet chocolate, roasted malts, almost like a black coffee kind of roastiness going on there, guys. And a little bit of like a dark fruit skin there on the back end, but just big bourbon, big kind of charred notes, chocolate, coffee. Smells really nice, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the flavor on the Avery Uncle Jacob's. Cheers. So up front with this one, guys, all of that bourbon comes to bear right at the beginning there. Just a big whiskey note. You do get kind of a kick from the booze. I wouldn't say that it's like astringent or like a burning alcohol at all, but you definitely, get a sense that it's there. After that, transitions into like a sweet chocolate, almost like a milk chocolate. A little bit of that dark fruit skin again, kind of a raisin quality. Back end starts to dry out a little bit. Huge dose of that kind of charred, earthy oak. A little bit of like a vanilla character, some sweetness. Definitely get some of those big roast notes on the back end as well. Again, like a black coffee, no sugar or anything added, just a big, rich, roasty, kind of freshly ground black coffee. Just, wow, tasty beer, guys. Complex, kind of as it warms, just getting different things. For being so high ABV, my ding on some of these is that they get pretty thin from the alcohol content. This isn't really sticky and huge and chewy like some of these Imperial Stouts, but has a nice kind of medium to heavy mouthfeel. Lingers on the palate. Just a really nice beer, guys. So getting into my final verdict on this one, let's say A- beer for me, guys. A- because I love the complexity. I love all the flavors that you get there. I don't know that this is something I could drink a lot of. I'll probably be limited to, whatever is in this small snifter, and I'll try to share the rest. One more thing to add, guys. While I said this, you definitely know the booze is there. It doesn't really taste hot or astringent or burning. I just wish that alcohol was held in check a little bit more. I think it would kind of lend to a smoother quality and help the mouth feel out. But as I said, guys, A- beer for me. If you've had this one, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, guys, cheers. Thanks.